get started with our breathing today. And you can come into a comfortable seat on your mat, whether it's crossed legs or if you even want, you can sit on the backs of your heels and just sit on your heels with your hands on your lap. You can even be lying down. So wherever you are comfortable, find a comfortable seat. So as we begin, whether you're lying down or seated, let your hands just rest by your sides or palms face down on your thighs. And begin to close your eyes here. So as you close your eyes, let's first begin with a mental scan of our body. So just become aware of your physical self first. Notice how you feel in this moment. Notice your natural breath. So notice if you are breathing deeper in on your inhales or your exhales. Notice if your breath is shallow or deep. Notice where you favor your breath in terms of where it goes in your body. So as you inhale, just notice, are you breathing into your chest, your belly? Are you not conscious of it at all? And that's fine. Just begin to observe your breathing. And as you begin to align your spine, so ground down in towards your sits bones if you're seated, or feel your low back press in towards the earth if you're lying down. Feel length through your spine wherever you are. Feel your shoulders kind of peel back so that the shoulder blades melt down your back. Feel an opening through your heart and a gentle pull through the crown of your head so you give space to the throat and the chest. Now let's begin to deeply breathe in through our nose and then out through our mouth. So inhale deep into your nose. And let's exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. 2 more times like that. So inhale deep in through your nose. Really let it go. 1 more time like that. Inhale in. Let that breath go. Now we're going to breathe in and out through the nose and the nose only. So as you inhale in through your nose, deepen your breath as deep as you've taken one today. Big inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Good. 1 more time like that. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Good. Now we're going to take our right hand, palm face down on your belly. As you inhale in, direct your breath to your belly. So inhale deep in through the nostrils. Let your belly expand so it presses out in towards your hand. And then exhale, release that breath so your belly retracts back towards your spine. Inhale deep into your belly. Let your belly press out like a big Buddha belly. And then exhale, release that breath from your nose. Let your belly pull back towards your spine. 1 more time like that. Inhale deep into the belly. Let it press out. Let it fill like a balloon. And then let your belly pull back towards your spine. Retract in, exhale. Good. Let's keep our right hand where it's at. Take your left hand onto your rib cage. So now as you inhale, breathe deeply into your belly, but now inhale into your rib cage as well. So you're expanding through the heart. And then exhale from your rib cage, from your belly. Good. Inhale deep into your belly. Let your rib cage expand. Feel your heart lift. And then exhale from your rib cage, from your belly. Let your breath completely go. Good. Continue this breath deep into your belly. Let your rib cage expand. Let your breath come all the way up to the top of your throat. And then smoothly release that breath from the rib cage all the way down to your base. Let it go. So you can keep your hands where they're at, or you can place them back on your thighs, and we'll begin to breathe in that same pattern. But just imagine the breath drawing into your belly as you inhale in through the nose, into the rib cage. Drink your breath to the top of your throat, maybe even pause at the top. And then fully exhale that breath out, smooth as it came in, equal to your inhale. Good, let's practice that a few more times. So inhale in through the nose. Belly expands, chest rises. Drink the breath to the top of the throat and exhale, release from the throat, the rib cage, all the way down to the base of the belly. Let it go. Big breath in, drink your breath in. Just imagine it pouring down into the base of your belly, filling the lungs, fill all the way up to the top of your cup. And then feel it just pour out through the nose. Imagine the breath leaving the body. Belly retracts back towards your spine. One more time. Inhale deep into the belly, deep into the rib cage. Drink your breath all the way up to the top of the throat. Maybe even pause. And begin to smoothly let that breath go. Nice job. Let's continue to breathe in and out through the nose. But now let's connect our breath with our movement. So as you inhale, let's inhale our arms up to the sky. So big breath, reach your arms high. As you exhale, let's take our right arm down by our side, reach over to the right, roll that left shoulder back. Let your inhale breath reach your arms back up to the sky. And your exhale breath arch over to the left. Good, inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. And exhale to the left. Inhale through center. This time just reach up high, look up. As you exhale, let's all meet in a tabletop position. So take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Hips over the knees, look down between your thumbs. We'll use our breath to move through cat-cow. So as you inhale, begin to roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Tilt your tailbone to the sky, look up, roll your shoulders back. And as you exhale, begin to curl up and in, tuck your chin, arch your spine, look between your thighs. Good, inhale for cow pose, undulate your spine, use that breath, top of the breath, open up through the chest. And exhale as you curl back up and in, really feel your belly pull up and in towards your spine, tuck your chin, look back between the thighs. Good, 2 more times, inhale, move with your own breath. So if your breath goes longer or shorter than my instruction, feel free to move with your breath and your motions. The key to yoga is to really move with each motion with your breath so that you're emphasizing that stretch and allowing your body to get into that recovery state. Good, let's all meet back in a neutral spine as you're ready. Take your time. And look down at your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Ground through your palms. Now tuck your toes behind you. Press your hips back towards your heels. Feel a nice stretch through the arches of your feet. Ground through your hands. Take an inhale just to lift your knees up off the mat. So you're coming into a crouch-like position. You're using your core here. And as you exhale, begin to lengthen your legs up towards the sky as you lift through your hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. So we're gonna move with our breath. Inhale, let's shift forward, shoulders shift over the wrists, knees hover over your mat. Exhale, hips to heels and hips to sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, knees hover. Exhale, hips back, hips to sky. 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward, knees hover. Exhale, hips back and to the sky. 1 more time. Inhale, let's shift forward, knees hover into that crouch. Exhale, hips back to heels, and then lift those hips to the sky into your first downward facing dog. So as you're here, still continue to breathe in and out through your nose. You can begin to pedal your feet side to side and kind of work in towards your ankles and hamstrings a little bit more. Even shake your head out, yes and no. Good. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose, even when we stay in the same pose. Good. Let's take a big breath in. Now as you exhale, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, and just begin to take your feet all the way up to the top until they come between the wrists at the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, lift flat spine, roll your shoulders back. And as you exhale, begin to forward fold, bend your knees deeply, tuck your chin towards your chest, and begin to inhale, slowly unravel your spine. Tuck your chin in. Let each vertebrae stack upon the next. Slowly come up. Let those shoulders shrug up towards your ears. And open down the back. Take an inhale. Reach your arms up to the sky. Look up. As you exhale, let's just forward fold. Soften your knees. Swan dive all the way down towards your toes. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, lift, shoulders back, flat spine. Now as you exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back into a high plank pose. Take an inhale breath here. As you exhale, chaturanga, elbows point back, lower halfway, elbows in line with those shoulders. Now as you inhale, begin to scoop through, roll to the tops of your feet, lengthen your arms, lift through the thighs, upward facing dog. Use your exhale breath, downward facing dog. So we're going to move through that one more time. Link your breath with your movement. So inhale, the hips lift high. Exhale, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat, step all the way up. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, lift flat spine. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees. Inhale, bend your knees deep, tuck your chin, slowly unravel your spine all the way up to standing. Let your shoulders shrug up towards your ears and open down the back. Good. Let your next inhale reach those arms up to the sky, mountain pose. And exhale, soften your knees, swan dive forward all the way down to your toes. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, lift flat spine, shoulders back. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back into your high plank pose. Take an inhale breath here. Your exhale breath, you will lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift through your heart, shoulders back, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back through your toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Full breath in and full breath out. Nice job. Let's take our knees slowly down towards the earth. Cross your ankles behind you. Sit your hips back towards your heels and just extend your legs out long in front of you. So when we're moving through a flow, we move one breath, one movement. But when we come into our stretches, we hold them for about 3 to 5 breaths each. So let's inhale, reach our arms up to the sky, lengthen. Now as you exhale, begin to hinge forward. So it's as if you're reaching out in front of you, kind of at a diagonal, lift through your heart, flex through your feet. As you exhale, maybe your arms just come down by your shins, palms face up, and just surrender towards your legs. So you want your feet to stay flexed, engaged. Your shoulders can relax as you hang towards your legs. Allow the upper half of your body to just surrender in. So here, we use our breath to inhale, lift up just slightly. And our exhale to get in a little bit deeper in towards those legs. Good, let's do that 2 to 3 more times. Inhale, lift through the heart. And exhale, fold in. One more time, inhale to lift. And exhale, melt towards your legs. Relax your head and neck. Let's stay in this pose. One more breath, pause here. Nice job. Now as you inhale, let's reach our arms all the way up to the sky. Reach up, lengthen. And as you exhale, take your hands down by your sides. Scoot your hips all the way up towards your heels. Soles of your feet together, knees apart for butterfly pose. Take your hands to interlace around your feet, knees open out wide. And you can kind of scoot like I am here so you can get your hips to ground down in towards the earth. Take an inhale breath, shoulders roll down and away, lift through the crown of your head. Now as you exhale, let's hinge forward, elbows press your knees away, heart leads towards your toes as you fold in. Same thing with our breath. Inhale to lift the heart, press your heart forward. And your exhale, you'll melt closer towards those feet as you press your elbows in towards your calves to open through your hips. Use your breath to get deeper into these poses. So every inhale, you'll lift slightly out. And every exhale, you'll get a little bit deeper and kind of feel a melting sensation through your hips as you're in this pose. So every exhale, just imagine that nice release through the hips and through the inner thighs and even up into the low back in this stretch. Good. Let's inhale, rise back up. Take your knees together. Take your feet down out in front of you, kind of further away from your hips, hands behind you, and just shift back. Take your right leg, extend it forward, and then bend your right knee, take your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Begin to scoot yourself up closer so that your heel eventually comes closer towards your chest to your degree. So you might walk your hands way up towards your chest. You might be right here. Wherever you are, you're flexing your right foot and you'll feel a nice stretch through the outer right hip. Again, continue to breathe. Let every exhale draw you closer towards your shin and deeper in towards your stretch. Let's take another full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Slowly come out of your stretch by walking your hands back. Extend your right leg to the sky, lower your right foot down and switch sides. So extend your left leg high, inhale. Exhale, take that left ankle to the top of your right thigh. And slowly, to your degree, begin to work deeper into this stretch. So big breath in. And as you exhale, maybe walk those hands closer up towards your hips, bringing your shin closer towards your heart. Big breath in and big breath out. One more full breath here. Keep your left foot flexed. Nice job. Now slowly walk your hands back. Extend your left leg out. And lower your left foot down. Let's take our feet together, knees apart. Reach your arms forward. Take a breath in, and now use your core to slowly roll yourself down towards the mat, coming into our reclined butterfly pose. Good, so take your feet together, your knees apart, and let's place our hands on our belly, both palms face down. So you want to breathe deep into the low belly. And exhale, release out through the nose. Let's take 5 breaths here. Big inhale in through the nose. Belly expands, let it rise up towards the sky. And exhale, release out through the nose. Let your belly retract back towards the spine, just like we did at the beginning of class. Inhale in, deep into your belly. And exhale out, let it go. Good. Now just let your arms relax by your sides, palms face up. And I'm going to leave you here in your reclined butterfly pose. If you would like to lengthen out your legs at any point and come into a traditional Shavasana, feel free to do so. And feel free to stay as long as you would like, breathing deep into the belly and creating a sense of calm through the body. If you would like to move about with your day, you can begin to close your knees together like a book, roll off to one side or the other, and make your way up into an easy seated position, just like we began class. Once you meet me in an easy seated position, close your eyes, take your hands to heart center. Bow your chin and take a moment to honor the light that dwells within each and every one of us. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.